Merry Christmas, everybody. Welcome right back to the channel. Welcome right back to the channel. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, everybody. Before we get started with all the stuff we talking about today, again, my name's Isaiah Austin, and welcome back to the IDA Kings Video Production channel. Okay, if you like the videos, hit the like button on them. If you like the channel, subscribe to them. Comment, share, all that good stuff. And hit the bell notification to know when I post and upload new videos. It's going to be a great day. This is the NBA's day right here. This is basketball. Okay, this is where basketball is. This is greatness right here when it comes to basketball. Overall, you know what I'm saying? The NBA has amazing games. The Cavs versus Knicks that comes off at 12 p.m. on Christmas today. The Spurs and Thunder. That one is going to be fun too, though. As well. But I know before that, the Cavs and Knicks, the Knicks had their ups and downs, but they've been really good overall, especially lately. Winning the NBA Cup championship. The Cavs have been really struggling as of late. They started getting some wins lately, blowing out the Pelicans, but they've gotten better a little bit. So this game's important especially for the Cavs. They're trying to stay on the right track. The Spurs and Thunder, man, the Spurs have beaten them the last few times, including winning in the in the NBA Cup tournament, and then winning more recently. The Spurs been beating the Thunder. It's like they got the Thunder's kryptonite or something like that. But the Spurs got a real good team over there, though, man. They're a great team. But the Thunder is a special team. They still favors to win the championship, which is understandable. They got a lot of depth. They got a lot of talent. So that Thunder team's still good. The Warriors and Mavs have both had some up and downs. They both had a rough year so far. But that game's going to be fun, though, still. Cooper Flag going to be on fire. And then you got Steph Curry coming out, too. Anthony Davis is playing. Draymond Green and Steve Kerr had a big major disagreement on whatever it was when it came to basketball, whatever the situation was. But overall, they said it squashed everything good, and they're playing against the Mavs. That's going to be a fun, entertaining game. The Lakers and Rockets have both had some really great moments. They've had their ups and downs a little bit, but overall they've been great. Both are like top 5 in the West. In the tough Western Conference, the Lakers are 19-9, dealing with a lot of injuries, up and down injuries throughout the year. Still find a way to be 19-9, which is impressive. And then the Rockets are 17-10. Had a little stumble overall, losing to the Clippers, just like the Lakers lost to the Clippers. But I believe most of the players, if not every player, is playing. I think Luke is a game time decision. I'll be excited to watch that game, and that's gonna be a fun game. Another fun game at 10:30 p.m. This matchup's really great. They play against each other really well. The Timberwolves, who's 20-10, facing off against the Nuggets, who are 21-8. I'm excited to see that game too. It's gonna be a fun game as well. Real fun game, really good game. A lot of games have been coming on the last few weeks. Real close games. I know the Nets ended up beating the 76ers. Shocking outcome. Bulls beating the Hawks. That was on Tuesday. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of stuff that been happening. A lot of different teams. Even the Nuggets losing to the Mavericks on that Tuesday. You know what I mean? And I told you before, the Spurs ended up beating the Thunder. They beat them by 20 points. Blew them out. Crazy. Unbelievable stuff. So it's crazy during that time. Obviously, the Clippers beat the Rockets. The Suns beat the Lakers in Phoenix, Arizona. Stuff like that. So it's been, the NBA has been really good. A lot of teams have been surprising. Like the Suns have been really surprising. The Celtics have been surprising as well. You know what I'm saying? Really, really close, really doing some good stuff as well. Some of the teams that have obviously been disappointments, obviously Dallas, the Warriors, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, shockers, having rough patches, rough stretches of games and stuff like that, going through it, you know what I'm saying? The Hawks have been up and down too. They lost to the Bulls on a Sunday too. It was 152-150, high scoring game, craziness. The Nets have been rattling up some wins. Sunday they ended up beating the Raptors, which is unbelievable. Then the Heat been struggling a little bit, going on a little bit of a struggle streak as well. The Timberwolves have been up and down, but they found a way to win. Even on that Sunday though, the Rockets ended up losing by 1 point to the Kings. Craziness going on there. So it's been a little wild overall, man. The NBA has been fun, has been wild. A lot of crazy stuff's been happening. A lot of wild stuff's been happening when it comes to When it comes down to the NBA, some craziness. Okay, some flat out craziness. Okay, some craziness has been going down. Wild stuff going down, down in the NBA. Some craziness. I think there's a lot of good teams in the NBA. I think there's a lot of teams. One team, obviously, you know, was separating themselves for a little bit, but then they lost to teams like the Spurs, which the Spurs is a great team, right? I think they lost to the Timberwolves too. So, but again, you're gonna have some losses during the regular season. So it's not like it's not like crazy shocking. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things have been going still going well, man. And I'm not worried about the Thunder, especially when you lose to some good teams. Only get blown out really one time, and that was to the Spurs. And but you've been winning a lot of games, doing your thing. So I'm not really worried about it too crazy much or nothing like that. Overall, college basketball has been good. College basketball has been really, really good as well. Different teams have been playing well, getting stuff done. Ohio State was in a close matchup with North Carolina, lost to a great North Carolina team. Okay. But they ended up getting another win a few games later. Kentucky got a big upset win against St. John's. CBS Sports Classic, another big time win right there. Flat out great game in that one. So there's been a lot of great stuff when it comes to college basketball, man. Too, Memphis almost beat Vanderbilt at home. They lost that game, but then they lost to Mississippi State. Vanderbilt is undefeated, a really good basketball team. Really good basketball team. Florida is still ranked in the top 23. Had a tough schedule so far this season, so they're getting prepared, for the NCAA tournament. Alabama is really good still in the top 20. Stuff like that. Tennessee is top 20 as well. They've been looking solid. Clemson has had some good moments, real good moments. Michigan has been one of the greatest teams. Them in Arizona, 1 and 2, flat out amazing teams. Flat out amazing teams of basketball. UConn is back at it. Greatness when it comes to UConn as well. Just flat out amazing basketball from them. I know last year they had their ups and downs, but they still had a good year from if you compare it to most people's standards. So I gotta give them credit where credit is due. Great team, great fundamentals and stuff like that. Illinois, they've been up and down. They almost lost to Ohio State, but they lost. The losses they had were to ranked teams. They've been up and down, but also good. Texas Tech is really good. At 9-3, been really, really good overall. All right, and stuff like that too. A lot of great teams have been playing. A lot of great teams, a lot of consistency. A lot of different teams showing good. Iowa's been real good. Really, some people might be a little shocked at that, but Iowa's been great too. Really been great. I'm saying 10-2. Michigan State's been great. Their only losses to to Duke. Great Duke team. Georgia, who's now ranked in the top 23, has a great year. Been having a great year all year. 11-1. One loss. Belmont's 12-1. Been great this year as well. Great as well. You know what I'm saying? That's been a great game. Great team. Right. Great consistency right there when it comes to basketball and everything of that nature. Houston and Iowa State. Iowa State still undefeated, while Houston is 11-1. Greatness. Arkansas still at top peak right there. Really good basketball team too. So it's a lot of great stuff's been happening in college basketball. A lot of wild stuff's been happening in college basketball, and a lot of teams are going to be playing well. North Carolina. Different teams, just different teams. Like St. Paul has been really good overall as well. 11-2. Miami's been 11-2, doing a good job. Great job, man. Great job. Pitt, after winning against Ohio State, they had a little bit of a stumble. Stumbling stuff like that. In the MAC, Buffalo's been great. Akron has some real good moments. Nebraska, though, in the Big Ten has been fantastic as well. Been a great basketball team. Undefeated, ranked top 13. Louisville's been great. California's 12-1 and 12-1 as well, though. They've been really good. That's a big matchup. That's coming on Tuesday, right? California playing Louisville. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be one. Utah State only has one loss, as well. So there's a lot of great games. A lot of great teams have been playing well. New Mexico and Boise State's been good. 8-4 Boise State. New Mexico 10-2. They play on Tuesday on the 30th. So it's been a lot of great stuff, a lot of great games, a lot of great teams playing. A lot of teams have really did some good stuff so far. It's gonna be a wild situation. It's gonna be a lot. Virginia Tech and Virginia, they play against each other in that rivalry before the new year hits at 2 p.m. on the ACC network, the 31st. Virginia is ranked 21, while Virginia Tech is not ranked, but they're 11-2. Real good year. George Mason is 11-1. They're really good too. So there's a lot of great teams. Like Tulsa's been great at 12-1. A lot of these teams that were shockers because a lot of people didn't know them. Syracuse and Clemson. Clemson is 10-3. They're having a really good, impressive year, and then Syracuse is 9-4. So a lot of teams have been impressive, playing really well, showing up, doing a lot of good things. But overall, it's been great. Georgia Tech's not bad either. And North Texas, is not bad either. North Texas 9-4. Georgia Tech is 8-4, and stuff like that. Xavier's 9-4. On Peacock they play UConn on the 31st. But they're going to be at Xavier, so that's going to be a heck of a game. Georgetown versus St. John's, that's going to happen at 8 p.m. On the New Year's as well. So that's going to be a fun situation too. But overall, man, college basketball's been great. The NBA has also been great as well. Christmas games coming on. Gonna have fun. Gonna have a good time spending time with family. So, it's gonna be a fun time, good time, and everything like that. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time. But I'm excited to watch the games, and I'm excited for a lot of great things to happen the next few days in the NBA and in college basketball and stuff like that. Again, my name is Isaiah Austin, and welcome right back to the channel, man. Enjoy the holidays, man. Enjoy the holidays. All right. If you like the channel, like I said, subscribe to the channel if you like it. If you like the videos, hit the like button on the videos. Okay. Hit the bell notification to know when I post and upload new videos. All right. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all. And y'all enjoy the holidays. Peace.